This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Shh. Hear that? Big waves are calling. Dive into refreshment with Kona Big Wave. Tropical flavor and the taste of aloha in every drop. This summer, don't just listen. Join Kona on the Big Wave Bonfire Tour. More information at konabigwave.com/bigwavemusic. Kona Big Wave. Liquid Aloha. Copyright 2025 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri. Mahalo for enjoying responsibly.
Your backyard barbecue has some new RSVPs. Just tap Target. With the grill raring to go, your personal shopper is tackling your same-day delivery order at Target.
Babe, so Bob and Lynn are bringing the kids after all.
Pro tip, you can change your same-day order with a quick text to your shopper.
I'll have her add popsicles. Ooh, and some sidewalk chalk.
Your shopper texts a thumbs up. You text 5 exclamation points and life is good. Text with a personal shopper and get it all delivered ASAP. Just tap Target.
Hey guys, it's CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm partnering with Abercrombie this season to tell you all about their viral denim. All you need to know is denim should fit like this. My jeans need to check a lot of boxes. Fit first, trend second. They need to go with whatever I'm feeling. And Abercrombie denim has it down, whether I'm throwing on a tee or putting a whole fit together. Shop Abercrombie denim in the app, online, and in store.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Says, give me that Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid drinkers, what's going on? It's your boy at Chops in the D. And you know, I thought it was appropriate to kick off the show to say, give me some of that Kool-Aid from the Hatchet Man there, because, you know, I'm coming to you here now back-to-back Kool-Aid packets following the Hall of Fame game. And, you know, I probably didn't serve enough Kool-Aid on my initial quick hits take with the right after the Hall of Fame, and of course, you know, recording late at night after that. So you know what? Hang on a second. Let me take a second here. I think I need to take two. I need a Monday morning Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid packet for you all.
Drink it in, man.
And you know that we don't serve the Kool-Aid without this.
Cornbread.
Make it a double.
Cornbread.
Hell, let's make it a triple.
Cornbread.
All right, folks, look, you know, again, I came back and was not super thrilled about the Hall of Fame game, kind of was down in the dumps. Again, not taking it too serious, but I want to come back here, revisit it, and give you some positivity, some Detroit Koolaid Cast, Kool-Aid to drink on a Monday morning to talk about our Lions. Let's get rolling. There were good things in this game as well, and I didn't highlight them enough. I want to dive into them now. Let's talk about these rookie wide receivers. I want to start off with Tesla, or maybe, you know, it's like Sla. I think I'm just going to refer to him from now on as Tez. Okay, dude, this kid balled out. I'm buying the hype. I liked what I saw out of him. It was nice to see him get some reps in the game. Of course, we all know his story. We've all seen, you know, Michigan kid, local kid, local school, drafted out of Arkansas, wore a Lions jersey to his interviews, like all this great stuff. But I am really buying in on Tez. I'm starting to get pretty pumped up about it. He had really nice back-to-back 20-yard catches. I think a 22-yard catch and then a 24-yard catch. Dude, he, you know, and I think there was one, you know, even later in that drive after those two big catches where he was actually open in the end zone, and, you know, the terrible quarterback play wasn't able to get him the ball. But dude, you know, and he had some really, really great plays in the game that made me get excited for this kid. I know there's been a lot of hype, but I was trying to reserve myself a little bit, but dude, I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid on Isaac Tesla. Again, I think if he can be another diamond in the rough, a later round pick that Brad always open for business Holmes, locks in and is able to be productive, dude, putting him on the field with Amon-Ra and hashtag JMO Fast this season could get really exciting. And I know some people are like, well, Choppy, he plays the same role, the slot role is Amon-Ra, and what are we going to do with two of those guys? You're telling me that if we have two stud receivers that can, play in the slot, that can play down the field, like, I'm not going to hate on that at all. Like, two guys that are similar like that and a burner and hashtag JMO Fast seems pretty dang productive to me. So if the kid can catch, the kid can yak, and the kid can evade some tackles. Oh, and by the way, the kid loves to tackle. He was in a gunner position on some of these punts where he was blazing down the field. He was ready to go. So, and actually some really nice blocks in the run game as well, where he isn't taking plays off. He's a Detroit Koolaid, a Dan freaking Campbell kind of guy through and through. So I'm buying into the Tez hype, and I hope that you guys can. I hope it can continue, and I would love to see this kid on the field balling with Amon-Ra. There, I gave it to you, the real one, not just ARSB.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled, but stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there's one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Today's top story, the flavor merger of the century between the Peanut Butter Group and Chocolatey Corp. Joining me is a PBC executive.
Thanks for having me, Barry.
Now, how did you know the merger and the byproduct of it, Jif peanut butter and chocolate flavored spread, would be a success?
It was a gut feeling, a rumbling, if you will. Besides, they're two titans of taste.
Very true. Goes great with pretzels.
And pancakes.
Apples too, I bet. Try Jif PBC today.
At Starbucks, we've more than doubled parental leave for full and part-time baristas, giving them up to 18 weeks of paid time off, so they can be there for early bedtimes, late nights, first laughs, and spend more time with the best company they know. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start. Learn more about Starbucks industry-leading benefits at starbucks.com/partners.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
Another rookie wide receiver started off a little rough with Mr. Lovett there, but rough start with a big drop and then I think he kind of ended kind of rough too with the interception that was in his hands and he handed it off to the defender. But overall, very productive first glimpse into the NFL for Mr. Lovett. Later round pick, probably going to have to, play some really good special teams in order to do anything really this year. But 5 catches on 8 targets, 31 yards. He had a 4th down catch to move the chains. I think he had a 22-yard punt return as well. So, I like this kid. I think he has potential to be a nice depth player for us. In 2 years when Tim Patrick and possibly Raymond Khalif aren't on this team anymore, look for Dominic Lovett to be sneaking in there, maybe in our 3-4-5 spot. Of course, he's really not going to see the field much this year unless we have significant injuries, which, is obviously not what we're hoping for. But with ARSB, #JMOFast, Tim Patrick, Tez, and then Khalif Raymond, he's going to be kind of an odd man out, but I think that he will make some impact on special teams. So I'm very happy with what I saw out of the 2 rookie wide receivers after the first Hall of Fame game. Excited to see what they can do in game 2. Hopefully they get a little more comfortable. I'm excited to see Tez out on the field, though, with those starters. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Sticking on the offensive side of the ball, I think one of the things that, kind of stood out to people, and again, it's kind of funny. I'm surprised to even see him in the game was, come on, Craig Reynolds. He's our no doubter running back 3. I have actually kind of not really sure why he was out there rushing the ball 10 times in the first half of the game. But again, Craig just shows that he's going to be productive when anytime you give him an opportunity. He made a nice punch in from the goal line there, a couple of flashy cuts. And again, he to me, he has our number 3 wide receiver position just on lockdown, or running back. Sorry. Behind the elite weapon, Ja. And of course, my boy, D Money. Come on, Craig is right there too. I think Oakrey's kind of still high on Mr. Vaki. He may get in the mix there a little bit here as well, but Craig Reynolds is just, he's just dependable. He can come in and do whatever you need him to. He's shown some hands every once in a while as well. So he's locked in as our RB3. So I'm excited to see that. I don't know if I really need to see him too much more in preseason because I really don't want to mess with that top 3 with a potential injury. So come on, Craig, you better just be on the sideline, holding the clipboard and rooting on those other running backs, for the rest of the preseason, in my humble opinion.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
Hello, Nigel here. I couldn't help noticing that you're still awake. Now, I'm an owl. I'm supposed to be up at night, but you need your sleep. So if it's your allergy symptoms that are keeping you up, here's a word to the wise. Try Xyzal. You see, Xyzal works fast to relieve sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat. And it keeps going strong for 24 hours, so you can get your sleep and wake up refreshed and ready for a productive day ahead. Be wise, all. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
Amazon Pharmacy presents Painful Thoughts.
20 more minutes to kill in the pharmacy before my prescription is ready. Maybe I'll grab some deeply discounted, out-of-season Halloween candy. I never had a chocolate pumpkin with raisins before. Those were raisins, right?
Next time, use Amazon Pharmacy. We deliver. And no, those were not raisins. Amazon Pharmacy. Healthcare just got less painful.
This episode is brought to you by Cadillac. Cadillac certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Let us do the work. Available on select eligible tire brands at participating dealers only. Offer ends 12/31/2025. Terms apply. See dealer for complete details. Visit Cadillac.com/service to learn more.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Buying a car shouldn't eat up your week. That's why Carvana made it convenient. Car buying that fits around your life, not the other way around. You can get pre-qualified for an auto loan in just a couple of minutes and browse thousands of quality car options, all within your terms, all online, all on your schedule. Turn car buying into a few clicks and not a full week's endeavor. Finance and buy your car at your convenience on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Staying on the offensive side of the ball, again, Dan Skipper, news comes out. He left the left the stadium, with the walking boot. So I'm not really exactly sure what's going on with Dan Skipper. Hopefully he will be okay. As we know, the offensive line is a big kind of, I hate to say question mark, but there's a lot of changes there. We've dove into that a lot already, but Dan Skipper wasn't expected to be a starter, but he will definitely play a very important depth role. And speaking of the offensive line, Colby Sorsdale and again, I'm going to rip this guy's name up, but it's Awasika. Both scored pretty well on their PFF grades. Sorsdale with a 74 and Awasika with a 79.7. So decent PFF scores there for guys that are going to be needed potentially on that O-line with some depth, because we know our top 5 starters are pretty much locked in with Penne and Decker and Mahogany and Tate Rat and Graham Glasgow. But after that, it gets a little dicey. You've got Dan Skipper in the mix. We don't really know what we have in Giovanni Manu. If one of these other cats can come in and play a big role or at least be serviceable, Tristan Colon is another one, a free agent. There's gonna be times where we need one of this crew to step in and play, as injuries occur, as people need rest, things like that. So I'm excited to see somebody step up. And I'm hoping that, wouldn't it just be great if Colby Sorsdale just started to impress the heck out of people and justify that pick, that people kind of are waiting for. That's still deemed one of Brad Holmes's misses right now. But if one of those dudes could step up and get into the mix, not as a starter, but as a number 2 in one of those positions, it'd be really great to see. All right, let's shift over to the defensive side of the ball. And again, keeping it positive, really excited to be on back-to-back weeks here for the people. And because, you know who we do this for. It's for the people.
A massage chair might seem a bit extravagant, especially these days. 8 different settings, adjustable intensity, plus it's heated. And it just feels so good. Yes, a massage chair might seem a bit extravagant, but when it can come with a car, suddenly it seems quite practical. The all-new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, packed with premium features like available massaging front seats, it only feels extravagant.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-in and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
The millions and millions of the Rocks fans.
That's right. For the millions and the millions of the DKC fans, sorry for the quick draw there, folks. Apparently my soundbite decided to skip. But hey, I got to give a shout out to my boy Oakrey because he's got me the sound drops now. We're using Riverside. Of course, we're always coming to you at Spotify. So hope you're drinking in that Kool-Aid, listening to the show, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times a week with the flagship show on Wednesdays and the Kool-Aid packets on Mondays and Fridays. But moving over to the defensive side of the ball, a couple of folks that stood out to me, and again, I talked a little bit about them on the Friday show, but this guy, I really hope that this guy can stay healthy because I think he is some much needed depth at the corner position. It's Rock Ya-Sin, maybe the best name in pro football, but I always like to kind of twist it a little bit, so I might just call him Rock Ya-Son, because he loves to hit. He's got that dog mentality. He made some really nice plays. He is a big upgrade from the likes of Vildor and others that are now no longer on this team. Rockison had a touchdown saving tackle, played super physical. I was a little worried about what we saw at a Rakestraw coming off that injury. I kind of expected him to come out and ball, but look, if Rake isn't able to be what we want him to be this year and he's still not quite healthy, Rock Ya-Sin is ready to step in there and provide some much needed depth at corner because, like you said, we know who our starting corners are going to be. We've got Terrion. Come on, Terrion, carry on. And, on the other side, the big free agent signing with DJ Reed. We know we've got Amik Robertson in the mix. I think the safeties are pretty much established as well. We know Dorsey's actually hurt. So in Rakestraw, again, not really sure what I got. Avante Maddox is in the mix as well. But if Rock Ya-Sin can step up and kind of slot into a nice backup role behind those top 4 guys, he is an absolute baller. He's got that dog mentality. So I'm expecting if he can stay healthy, that's the big thing. Can he stay healthy? And I think he fits right into this team and will play some meaningful snaps.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
You set the table, put on a playlist, even made the lasagna from scratch. And now you're wearing it. OxyClean Max Force Spray tackles tough, set-in stains the first time. Adulting is hard. Fighting stains shouldn't be. OxyClean Max Force. It's not clean unless it's OxyClean.
Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and hit play on your next adventure. Stay 2 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Visit bestwestern.com for complete terms and conditions.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's, we help, you save.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are the greatest, but let me play devil's advocate here. Let's see. So, no, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a problem. Reese's, you did it. You stumped this charming devil.
Other thing I wanted to talk about that I didn't mention on the show and last week is the virtual measure. So this is something new. The NFL is trying it out in the preseason, and I am so excited. I am all for the virtual measure. I am all about anything that takes anytime you are relying on a dude holding a chain link by link, stretching something across the field for an imaginary spot. We know we have the virtual line on the broadcast, but you have like, it just always cracks me up when you got three dudes in pinstripes all leaning over, looking where the ball was, stretching the chain out. You've got the famous guy taking a piece of paper and see if he can fit it between the ball and the end of the chain. It is absolutely ridiculous. It is 2025, people. So this virtual measure I'm excited for it. I'm hoping that it speeds things up. I think it was a little bit slow for them to make that first one. So they've got some kinks to work out there, but I am pumped for the virtual measure. Let's just get that going, because I don't need to see dudes, the chain gang, running it up and down the field, trying to, mark the spots. I've always thought that's like the silliest thing of football, where it's like, early in the game, it's just like, whatever, give it to them. We don't really check it. And then when it gets down to like the 2-minute drills or whatever, they're out there sitting there with their, measuring tape and their millimeter and trying to get everything down to the last chain, the last little kink twist in the chain of. It's just been so ridiculous. So give me the virtual measurement. It's about time. Everything else is virtual. It's like, it's that sport we shall not speak of, where they still rely on people to call a strike zone, but it's different for every single person. So give me the virtual measures. I know Oakrey's going to kill me for bringing up the sport we shall not speak of, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. All right, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this Monday edition of the Koolaid Packet. Football is back. The score wasn't what he wanted to be, but there is still positivity coming out of this game. There's things to grow on. There's things to watch for the next preseason game. And that being said, I believe, I got to check the schedule now. I had this right in front of me here. I think we play the Falcons on, is it Friday? It looks like Friday. So look, more football right down the road. We're at the Falcons. Get ready to see some more players. Hopefully we won't be seeing any starters at this point, but look, those depth roles are going to be important. Let's find out what we can do against the Falcons. I'm excited, and gosh, I'm just so, again, I can't reiterate this more. I'm so happy for football to be back. It's so great to be. The offseason is great. We have the draft. We have free agency. We have the hype. We didn't slow down the Koolaid Cast, but man, for football to be going on right now, it just makes it way more fun to talk about. We can talk about Dan freaking Campbell's press conference afterwards, where he's disappointed about turnovers. We can talk about Brad Holmes screaming and yelling and hooting and hollering in elevators. We can talk about Sheila, the hamp, on the sidelines. We can talk about Super Bowl aspirations. We get to see guys in pads. Of course, we all got to watch the second season of Quarterback. Now we got the inside the den, where we got to see the inside the draft room. There's so much excitement for this team, and this is the year, folks. This is the year the Lions go all the way. We've taken step after step after step now. This is the year. The Lions are going to the Super Bowl. You can hashtag mark it. Hashtag what Choppy said. Woo! Drink it in.